Life is an amazing podcast, and it is presented and hosted by myself, Caro, and my sweet dog Sparky. Give it up for him. I hope you're ready. Enjoy. Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Go for Your Life. And I'm traveling again, like virtually traveling to Austria. Oostenrijk. So nice to be with you, Michaela. Welcome.
Hi, so nice to be here with you.
Yeah. So Michaela and I became friends very recently. Michaela has done her Jivamukti yoga teacher training, and that's how I do a little video, I think, in the teacher training, and you found out about me and my work through that, pretty much.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
And I have to say, you have such a kind heart. Like, you invited me straight away to. That's what I think is really beautiful about the connection we made, and what I found very beautiful about you is just your open heart and how you made that connection straight away of also introducing me to your own tribe, the students that you're teaching at the moment, of course, still online. And I really, really appreciate that, and I appreciate you very much. So thank you so much, Michaela, for being awesome.
I'm so glad that I found you.
Yeah.
And I was so impressed by your teaching from the heart and your words about veganism, and that's why I was so happy to invite you to speak to my tribe, my yogis, and share your thoughts. And
it was really fun, actually. I really enjoyed. We did it last week. It was really enjoyable. And another reason why I really wanted to have you on as well is that I think right now, I love what you wrote to me, because you were like, yeah, I'm in a small town in Austria, and in Corona, like, we're just, at home cooking food, or, like, we're so kind of a little bit in our own bubble. And I think that I was so impressed by, well, the amount of people that you had on, even online. And also, I'm always impressed by the power of the individual, that there's one person, you, right there in a small town, away from a lot of other, a lot of other things, and you're not in a big city like Amsterdam, and you're doing your thing. And I think it's really, it's really amazing. So,
It's very nice to be in a small town like I am, is that people are very, most people have a beginner's mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have not such a big city. There are not so many influences, and so we are very open and interested in new things, and also excited when someone so experienced is speaking to us or is sharing new things and thoughts. And
I love what you're saying, because I think a lot of people, maybe also especially city people, they actually think that people are so narrow-minded in small villages. But you're actually saying the opposite. Like, people are really open to new experiences and have. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, isn't it funny how? Do you feel? Is there some of that also going on, or?
Of course, but I think we just need a little bit more time.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to hear things more often than in a town. To be convinced, or to try something new, or maybe that's why. But of course, I think it just takes a little bit longer sometimes here in a small town or in a small village.
Because tell us about you. So you actually, you're not from you weren't born in the town that you're in now, but you were born in another small town, right?
Right. It's just a few kilometers from here, so it's very close.
Yeah. And how, so little Michaela, she's in the world, she's exploring the world. How did you get, how were you as a kid? Like, how did you grow up?
I grew up in a very typical family, so just on a very typical family on the countryside. Going to school, having friends, and
Do you remember what you were into? Were you into like animals at all, or were you into music, or?
Near music, and I was kind of, I wasn't the kind of child who was doing that much sports or something like this. So I don't know really. I can't remember. It was just a very normal childhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so
Uh,
when did yoga come into your life?
oh, that takes a very long time because I used to work for a bank
Oh,
or in finances for more than 12 years.
okay.
And maybe that's why, and as growing up in this small village, I always try to fit in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a thing from the countryside, or maybe it's a thing of woman, or I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We always want to try to fit in a special group, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm very tall. I'm 180,
Yeah, wow.
and I never want to be that special girl, or
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. I just always
Yeah.
try to fit into everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, or try to yeah, not try something special. Just
Mm-hmm. Be normal.
more normal.
Be
Yeah,
normal. Just be normal.
yeah,
Be
right.
even more normal. So you were in a very corporate job and in a
Yeah.
corporate world. Like how was that for you? Did you enjoy it?
At first, it was quite okay because I earned my own money,
Mm-hmm.
and that also opened up a new dimension for me. So because I was able to travel, I was able to have my own car and things like this,
Mm.
have my own flat, and yeah, have some yeah liberty. Or
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I started traveling the world and seeing new things, and that's why I enjoyed working there because as a woman, I earned quite good money,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that opened up a lot of possibilities for me.
Yeah. So while you're in this bank life, working for the bank and everything, is that when you started practicing yourself, or how did yoga come into your life,
Um,
in your very
well, it's
normal life?
in a very normal, boring life. I think it started like for many people, my back hurts, and
Hmm.
it's just, I don't know, it's 20 something. I was not able to move. Uh, I was stiff and had headaches, and my neck hurts. And yeah, that's when I tried yoga for the first time.
Hmm.
And yeah, it was, I think, the only thing I really keep on doing
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
over the
was it
years.
something like, did it grab you straight away? Like we're like, wow, this is like gonna change my life, or like, or was it more like, oh yeah, I'm doing stuff.
And for the first time, it was just okay. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't
Yeah.
really amazing. It wasn't not like, oh my God, this will change my life. It was just,
Yeah.
so my body felt good, and it was kind of relaxing thing too. And there was a little bit of philosophy,
Yeah.
and yeah, so the whole package was very nice. And so I keep doing it just once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And, like I think most yoga teachers, then you reach this point after, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years when you're starting, okay, I want to go a little bit deeper.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start this teacher training thing, and it never stops.
Yeah, because so for you, you were practicing for a few years. You
Yeah.
then did, because how many teacher trainings have you done altogether?
To be honest, I can't remember.
Wow, so a lot.
A lot. It's more than 1,000 hours and teacher trainings.
Wow.
I know it because I'm registered with Yoga Alliance, and
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you have to fill in all these forms. And
You have to have done your hours, and
yes, yes,
that's amazing. So, but do you remember your first teacher training? Do you remember
yes.
what it was like for
Uh,
you? And
my first training was not that good. It was
oh,
the Shivananda thing.
okay.
Have you done it before?
No,
Yeah. So
no.
Shivananda it's just these people with almost always dressed white or yellow, and
Oh, okay, okay.
they have this very special sequence. of I don't know how many poses, and you are practicing only this.
Okay.
And I had a quite my teacher was very in philosophic style or things. He was very fixed on Aurobindo and the mother. And in my first satsangs in this evening, it was kind of strange because everybody was singing, and I was thinking, "Oh my God, where I am here now! I can't tell this anybody what's going on here."
Yeah.
It was so strange.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
somehow it
do
was.
you remember why did you choose the teacher training?
Well, just because it fitted my timetable.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do this one.
Yeah.
And then, so you moved on from that, obviously. Because what do you teach yourself now? Like, what kind of, like, of course, yoga is yoga, but what, like, are you mainly focused on vinyasa or hatha or?
Mainly focused on vinyasa.
Mm-hmm.
I love to be creative with sequences, and I also teach yin because I love yin very much, because I think in this very active world here, yin is a very nice way to come down a little bit and to feel really your body, your thoughts, your emotions.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people think that yin yoga is actually easy, or it's like, oh yeah, it's just like, but going to slow down is really hard, actually, isn't it?
People who are thinking this have never been really to a yin yoga class.
Yeah, no, because I definitely have. And I find it really, sometimes you're in a pose for 5 or 6 minutes, and you really, you really got to stay with your breath, and a lot of thoughts are coming up, and it's definitely, while you're in some crazy hip opener, like it's quite intense, actually.
Yeah. And I think it's even sometimes more intense than a hard vinyasa class.
Yeah.
Because when you are in a hip opener like dragon pose or something like this, and you stay there for 3 up to 5 minutes, then you are really confronted with your own body and your own thoughts and emotions.
Yeah, totally. And do you have a preference of what you teach now? Like, are you like for example, like I definitely have a preference of teaching like very dynamic and strong classes. Like the restorative yin stuff is not really my thing, but do you have something that you prefer?
Do you mean during the pandemic now, during Corona?
Yeah, or just in general, like, what do you prefer to teach?
I like the combination very much. So I also like it a little bit more active now. So also my vinyasa is going to be a little bit more intense. But I also love the yin yoga classes. I always do them on Sunday evening now online. And
Cool.
so many people are joining on Sunday. I think it's just such a nice
what a nice way to start to
end
close
the
the week.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's a beautiful time to calm, because I think I know a very good yin teacher as well in Portugal. It's so great, and she was always saying to me, if you practice yin or also teach yin, it shouldn't be your only yoga practice. It should be always complementing something else, like
really, I fully
just
agree.
yin. Just yin is not enough, like
really
that feeling of yin yang, like which you of course have. You do if you look at the practice that you're doing, like strong vinyasa class and then a nice yin class. I think really I had the same when I did my Jivamukti yoga, when I started going to lots of Jivamukti classes, which is a very strong practice. They also had yin classes there, and it was just the best. Like I would do 2 Jivamukti classes, like and then I'd be like and now just yin, and I really enjoyed it. No, it's good.
I fully agreed to that. So I would never recommend to do only yin. You can do only yin when you have a very active life. If you go, I don't know, running, or you are a cyclist or something like other sports, then yin can be very supportive, or even supportive to another yoga practice.
Yeah, because for you, so to picture you, so you're in this nice small